I've become addicted. I love it here.
The gardens look amazing, and yeah, the growth is incredible.
This project is us taking ownership of our commons, that this is public space and it's owned by all of the people.
It's amazing. Just this idea inspires so many people, and they gather around it and bring their energy to the table. It's really powerful.
A food forest, it emulates a natural forest, except we're planting things that human beings can use.
And it looks to create more of an ecological food production gardening. So it's sort of urban agriculture where we are trying to mimic a natural woodland system, but we're placing in different edible and useful plants for the community.
Also in a food forest, what's happening is this relationship between the plants and the ecosystem. When we plant things, we want to make sure that they're complementing and working together and providing a number of functions. Something flowers, it's going to provide nectar and pollen to local honeybees.
It's built on a system of guilds, which has 7 layers. The top layer would be the canopy and the trees, fruits and nuts, going down into shrubs and berries, down into perennials, down into herbaceous, down into soil amendments and vines as well.
What it is creating is a very rich ecosystem that has more life than, say, a monoculture of agriculture, and it's got a lot more long-term sustainability to it.
The project started in a permaculture design course. We created this 13-acre design for this whole area on the western slope. And the most useful tool that we came out of that class was this physical map that we had drawn. And we used that map to show the community for the first time what a food forest could be and what a community garden could be here actually on this land.
We had expected maybe 30 people to come, and 60 to 70 people came. We wanted to feed people well, we had an abundance of food, and a diverse number of people came that night. And it was also the night that the hired landscape architect and permaculture designer came in and brought some ideas for us to mull over, and then having people say, I like this, and rub shoulders looking over the tables and point and sketch and start getting excited about something that was coming together.
Right now we're in a very young forest right now. We started 2 years ago, so our trees are pretty young, but we've gotten in a lot of the perennials and the shrubs, so forth, to support these trees.
And it's different than a pea patch in a community garden in our urban settings is that our traditional Seattle pea patches, community gardens, allot plots to families who tend them. And they're typically 10 by 10, and families typically do annual vegetables. And so this differs on the food forest area is that this is an open harvest. We call it ethical harvest for everyone. So when people walk through the park and they see a ripe berry, they can enjoy that. And when it's time to harvest apples, we will have some instruction and signage on how to do that gently and ethically, like take some for yourself, leave some for somebody else. The work parties and the ability to get involved is open to everyone, so if someone's passing through from Texas, they can come and help and then move on. That's a little different than a pea patch model.
And this, as you can see, we've covered everything with wood chips, which is actually robbing the soil of nitrogen. So the lupins are trying to fix it again.
With the wood chips, the mycelium love it, you know? So it's a balance that you're trying to attain.
And if people want to come back regularly but not be obligated to tend a garden that's specifically under their care, this really works for them, that they can come and do it collectively, shoulder to shoulder, side by side with people, and learn from each other and enjoy a day like today.
I've been volunteering for about 2 years now, taking on all sorts of projects, leading teams at work parties, and making efforts go further in all sorts of directions.
Fresh food!
Free food!
For example, tonight, every Wednesday night, a group of us have come together to harvest and pass the food out to the local community as a way to engage them and let them know that the area down there is for the community to grow food together. Explore the idea of how to grow food for each other, how to take what you need, and share the abundance.
I love eating them.
Well, thank you for all being here. We're going to begin our celebration of completing phase 1 of the Beacon Food Forest. Projects like the Beacon Food Forest are adding a foundation of health right in the center of a city.
1,000 people have been involved with this project, I could safely say, done something here. That's really satisfying to physically do something together and have a result that we call ours together. It's been a palette for dreaming.
Watch CityStream Thursday nights at 7 on the Seattle channel, or get video on demand and podcasts anytime at seattlechannel.org.